Hey guys, it's me, Parker. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing sign readings for the week of August 10th. So today, hopefully I'll have this posted today, to the 16th. And there will be two readings I'll have to do tomorrow. But that's okay. I'm essentially caught up after my break that I had to take because of my wrist. And yes, I have a stupid bandage on my finger. And yes, my nails are shit. Anyways, get that out of the way. This deck wants to be the primary. If it's Sagittarius again, I will laugh because the only other time that this deck wanted to be the primary was Sagittarius. So we'll see. I don't think it will be. I'm not like super feeling set. In fact, I was just gonna say that was Pisces energy, but I've already done Pisces. So we'll see what wants to come out. Already did Aries and Libra. Could be Scorpio. I'll bet though Scorpio is going to be last, even though they've been coming out in everybody's readings. There's so much transformational tower energy going on right now, but clarity too. Ooh, Ten of Cups. I've seen that twice now. Maybe this will be a very lovely reading. We shall see. Nine of Wands, Page of Cups. I kept seeing that when I was shuffling in this deck specifically. And the Seven of Pentacles, and then I just cut to it again. That's very strange. Cups, Page of Cups is like an offer of emotion or, communication, new ideas. There's some swords coming out now. So we'll see. Queen of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Gemini or Aquarius. I've been feeling Gemini energy today, but it hasn't come out in any of the readings. The World, fixed energy, indicative of the energy that we're in right now. More Gemini energy. Bear with me, guys. Oof. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles and Knights and Pages. Oof. Poor cards. Alright, come on. Ten of Cups again. I'm going to take it as Gemini. Knight of Swords underneath that. Yeah, Gemini. Gemini. Communication. Ooh, 8 to the 10. That's like a walking away, but it's like walking towards your Ten of Cups. Oh, that's so weird. Something just touched my head. Oh, it felt like it was plucking one of my hairs out. Ah! Creepy. There's that 8 of Cups again. It's going towards your ultimate stability and fulfillment emotionally, though. That 10. Wow, major motion towards your heart's desire here. Okay, we'll do 2 more shuffles. And communication. Communicate. Yeah, big time. Big time. All right, Geminis. Messages for Geminis. I'm going to try not to let the video get cut off this time. It's like this balance between talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour and... Yep, there's that Scorpionic energy. It's been coming out for absolutely everybody. Huge transformations, tower moments. I said in another reading, it's like Oprah Winfrey up in this bitch. Like, you get a tower and you get a tower. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but yet it hasn't come out in, like, for their reading, which is funny. 5 of Cups, loss, I just heard dejection, can be abandonment, it's like, 5 is like the tower. A tower is just a moment that really changes everything up, right? This can be sadness, grief, it can also, and loss, but it can also be like crying over spilled milk or petty feelings of grief, like very egocentric feelings of loss and grief. We'll see what else comes out with that. Whoa, very present. This is definitely a Gemini reading. So major for Gemini or Virgo. Queen of Swords. That's been coming up for almost everyone as well because we do have, we had that Aquarius full moon on the 3rd. Which is bringing about a lot of change. This is really speaking to that moon cycle. So we'll see what comes out with that. But on that note, it's also indicative of Libra. There's a lot of justice coming out with this energy right now, especially with retrograde and all these transformational energies. Things that once worked no longer work. So there's justice in those towers coming down, breaking those faulty foundations that were not built to last. You know, they had served their purpose, but their purpose is no more. You know, so with that humanitarian, Aquarian, rebel, new rules energy, very indicative of coming into balance, that sort of truth. But this is Libran energy, so definitely some of you guys have Libra in your chart, are dealing with a Libra. That Wheel of Fortune, I've been picking up on a lot of like planetary and moon cycles and transits in my reading, which is very strange because that directly relates to time in this dimension, which, to be honest, is not linear. It's not bound by man-made clocks and references of time, which have changed over time too, just saying. But one thing I have been picking up on is Jupiter being in retrograde. This is the card of Jupiter moving forward just before Libra season. So that might be important to you. These two came out together, so I am going to keep that together. Divine masculine energy here, the Magician. And divine, like, feminine energy. So that could just be you, very unified in your, like, looking to yourself to manifest here. He manifests. He's the Magician. Can be literal magic. Too, with this very abundant, beautiful energy and transformation, can be very beautiful. There's more abundant energy under that. With this can be it's like options in the cloud, but with these two underlying this death process, is like major manifestation. You guys, like, look at that shit. Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, manifesting options, fantasy, in the clouds, manifesting, sitting, manifesting away. Like, you guys are seriously manifesting right now, big time. Okay, we do have this Three of Cups energy, which can be celebration. It's like, it's very social. It is very like Gemini and kind of energy for cups. It's like going out, having drinks, celebrating with friends, partying, cause for celebration. So we will see if this is coming in with this manifestation energy after, like, on top of, with this wheel, it brings fortune in energy, or, you know, if there was an end to the celebration or it was never had, and that's why there's this loss, and out of that loss space, you're manifesting justice for the situation. Or you're cutting out that loss energy. You know, we'll see. We'll see what comes out. Let's look at this Five of Cups. Like-minded friends. Speaking to that Three of Cups energy, I did put them next to each other because it feels like it feels like these energies are related. Like, one is overtaking the other. So a situation where, and this could be playing out in some ways, in like the two of the last readings I did, I literally picked up on 3 different messages. It's like, oh my God, seriously, but whatever. But some of you, it's vice versa, where this is being brought in to replace this loss energy with this wheel. And then some of you, this is actually what you thought was going to happen, and it actually was like this loss energy. So pick your boat here, because I will probably get messages on both sides of the fence, like those other 2 readings. Oh my God. Hectic. There's death. Knight of Swords. Events that occur with great speed, creative solutions. This might also be a message about again, manifesting your justice. And Geminis are very creative energy, like they're very youthful and innovative in their own right. They're the youngest air sign. So they're innovative in the sense that they're coming up with new ideas, whereas Aquarius is very like it's the oldest air sign, so it's very intellectually wise, and it innovates from an experienced instead of like a more nuanced level of mastery of intellect. Whereas Gemini is more pure, very childlike in their curiosity, and not so much like their design. Um, so yeah, creative solutions. Again, that Knight of Swords. Events that occur with great speed. Look at that card. Aw. he's having so much fun. I wish you could see his face. He's like, like that's literally the face on this card. He's like, that's hilarious. Okay. Intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Okay, so that's speaking to both of these messages, whether, loss from what was supposed to be a celebratory energy. Ideals. I'm hearing ideals. Time to get creative about your ideals and expectations here. And roll with the punches too. Geminis are great at that. They're a mutable sign. So definitely needing to roll with the punches here, especially with that wheel and manifestation energy, right? Ace of Wands. Exciting new opportunity, change your life. So speaking to that, that really, I just can't get enough of that card. He's like, oh man, I wish you guys could see it. And it's this is interesting. With these two coming out together, the divine masculine and this feminine energy, the twins, right? Gemini, it's all about the struggle for mutable signs. But Gemini in particular is sitting in between your twins, right? So really integrating your shadow and operating out of a place of balance, not on this side or this side. And with him, I'm just getting like a very effeminate vibe off this guy. Look, he's got his hair in like a girly ponytail, and he's like wearing purple, and he's like on his like unicorn there. Like it's very childlike, unfettered by people's expectations of gender, ideals. Again, I'm getting the feeling this is all about reframing your ideals, right? Either after having like lost like this opportunity to celebrate with others. Again, that can be a childlike energy of enjoyment and fun. Or shifting your focus, getting creative to shift your focus from this loss energy to manifest with this in tandem, like, together with this wheel energy to come in celebration. It's like all about reframing your ideas, your ideals of celebration, youthful nature, your feminine and masculine qualities here coming together in the middle. And news. Yeah, there's definitely use your originality. Yeah, definitely a call to step into your your uniqueness, right? From a very unfettered place, right? Unbothered, pure, like childlike. There is like a lot of news energy here. Again, this says creative as well. Darn, I had a message, but I lost it. If I don't get it out right away, I lose it because it's not so much anyways, the messages come in and I'm not really in control of it most of the time, so I do end up losing them if I don't get it out right away, but sometimes there's too many for me to see it all at once. Anyways, it's kind of a bubbly energy, right? Again, reframing your ideals of societal expectations, and that's totally what this Aquarius full moon energy is doing for us, like big time. Big time. I see you guys actually really utilizing this energy, and it's actually pretty difficult energy for most people because again, rolling with the punches, being unfettered, right? Like a lot of people are very set in their ways. And unable to tap into, especially the older people that have older dominant placements in their chart. It's much harder for them to manifest with this energy, like together. I'm getting a great vibe off this reading though, so we'll see what that Five of Cups is about. Again, it's all about changing your ideals, right? Tell me about the Magician and the Queen of Swords. Ooh, things are looking up. Wow. So again, remember how I was saying, like, not being unbothered, reframing your ideals here. This unicorn here, this is a card of like sailing away. So again, sailing away either from the loss of this celebration or sailing away from loss itself into celebration. And maybe sailing away from people that are tainting your innocence here, tainting your, because as a mutable sign and the youngest air sign, very curious energy, you guys are very subject to the perspectives of people around you. Things are looking up. This that's a unicorn. Yep, that's a unicorn. That's weird that his, yeah, okay, so like I was like, that's weird that like his horn is like all curly. I'm like, is that a unicorn horn? And it's right there. I'm like, it's weird, it's all curly. And I'm like, oh, but all the other ones have straight horns. So this is all about being unique. Totally harnessing this innovative humanitarian energy to get back to your childlike energy and kind of break away from being unique, right? Breaking away from the hurt. He's getting in that boat and he's like, it's been a slice, but I'm doing this now, like woo wee, I'm doing that now. Okay, so what's this Justice coming in here? I mean, I think that is the Justice itself. Oh wow, interesting. I'm seeing positive resolution of conflict. So you may inadvertently in this unique energy, and by reframing your ideals, you're kind of like being a leader, like, and Aquarius, I'm sorry that there's so much Aquarius kind of hijacking your reading here, but I really see you guys utilizing this Aquarius energy. It's almost like the oldest air sign here. I mean, that is Gemini, but I'm just getting the Aquarius energy off this. It's been coming out for everyone. And just, as a reference to Gemini and their twinship, right? Because this whole message is about being unique in your childlike innocence and ingenuity, right? From a pure place and not quite that, like, like not as experienced. Again, reframing your expectations. If you've been around the block, you have expectations, right? So I think you're really stepping into leadership energy right now just by being yourself, like being like, this guy is so flamboyant. It's amazing. Like I kind of wish I was that guy riding through the forest right now because he's just loving life. Yeah. 10 of Cups though, that's beautiful. That's like emotional stability and fulfillment. And again, we did see that and breaking away from the mold, right? Being unique. Great time for that. What's Justice? That might be the Justice. And again, balance, right? In the middle of the scale. Justice. Whoa. Okay. Look at things from a different perspective. It's important to be yourself. Okay. Pretty straightforward reading, guys. Celebration, the need to have more fun. Oh, I love this reading. It's really cute. Page of Cups and Page of Swords. That's very, very youthful energy. Like it's speaking to that, the youthful, curious, very curious energy. Very honest and seeing things through that childlike wonder is what I'm hearing. Very, very, very nice. And in this card, all these sea critters are like looking like, it's hard to see because there's an orca, there's a dolphin, there's some kind of mythical sea creature there, but they're all actually looking straight ahead, like at the person looking at the card. They're looking to you. These people around you that you're see how they're all watching you ride off here in your amazing energy, just rocking it, right? These people are looking to you, and it's bringing balance to a situation. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. It's really, really concerns fade away underneath that. It's like these people are looking to you, like, and maybe that's what that death transformation energy is that it's bringing fortune to those around you because you're helping transform their view of themselves and what conformity means, right? Um, yeah, unicorn in that one as well. There's all kinds of animal totems in this one. I don't have time to get into all of those. In the last reading, this actually does feel like a continuation of last week because in last week's reading, it was all about you to like stepping into all of your elements here. The only one we don't have is Pentacles, but this is very fantastical energy, not so much practical. Like it's bringing about a practical change to your environment because you're setting an example through youthful leadership and it's bringing balance to conflict or competition, right? And just be forewarned, don't let haters stop this for you. Do not be fettered by people around you. Just do your thing and it will come full circle, right? Because this is very youthful, honest energy here. But this Four of Cups featured heavily in the theme of last week's reading, which is like discontent, boredom. So this is very nice, because last week it was all about mastery of your elements and attaining like wisdom as the alchemist over all your elements here and branching out. And this week it's almost coming, there's been a lot of regression energy lately and 3 readings, which is strange. I haven't really picked up on that in really any readings that I've done for the channel, but all of a sudden this week, like a third, and I still haven't done 2 of them, there's been like major regression energy. This is at the same time, just like your twinship, a progression of last week, so a continuation of that breaking out of that discontent, boredom energy. Last week it was about attaining mastery and wisdom and like, mastery, like taking it to the highest level, and now it's like bringing it back down again and bringing it back into a youthful place again, striking that balance in the middle. To now it's about like, okay, you gain that wisdom, so now you're going to instead of becoming jaded or conforming, right? Because once you gain more knowledge, you gain more knowledge of like expectations and like this is how we do things. And that's like totally the opposite of the energy that we're in right now, so now it's like about okay, I've been there, I've learned how to master my elements, I have the wisdom, but it's like applying that wisdom from your natural childlike state and really not giving a fuck. And that can happen when you gain that kind of mastery, right? It just feels very connected with this Four of Cups now coming out. It's that discontent and bored energy. And I think by breaking out of that mental space that you guys were kind of stuck in last week, I'm definitely seeing it as a continuation from last week. So watch that if you haven't. But yeah. I lost it again. I've been like super like what's the word? kind of forgetful today. I don't know. Focus. Oh, communicate with vision and be a leader. Okay, advice from someone creative. So you may be giving advice. Again, these people are looking to you to be this youthful leader, right? And now he's really bossed up. But this is how I kind of see you guys moving forward. But he's very charismatic, motivational, idealistic. Both of these say idealistic, and that's a knight and that's a king, and they're different suits. So again, reframing your ideals, right? And by doing that and being that leader, it says ambitious, charismatic, be a leader, and that's all about communication too. And so is the Queen of Swords. It's all about that reframing your ideals, right? So once you've reached that space where you've mastered all your elements, reframing that back into like stepping into your own uniqueness. You're from a very pure place. Like I kind of see this like coming into alignment truly with your own higher self here. So let's see if anything else wants to come out. But I definitely, with that death energy, see that as the end of being bored. Um, Bound to boredom with that devil energy. So we'll see if we can get one more. Just, I always push it right to the limit. Like, no wonder I freaking end up getting cut off every single time. Whatever. Okay. Ooh, yeah. This is like this is your beliefs, your morals, your traditions, that old ass, like that mastery, like this is like very long standing energy, right? Like the rules, the idealations, right? And then like how that was creating like a very out in the cold from yourself. Like I feel like you guys are really out in the cold from yourself here, but this is coming into stability and harmony and celebration. With others, this is kind of like you bringing that celebration and harmony into a situation that was very, very conflicting and competitive, and you're really being a leader here. You're showing people by example how to, be this guy. Like seriously, that's an awesome card. So yeah, enjoy, be a leader. You guys are awesome. Take care.